2023 has had a turbulent start to the year, with RRT volunteers across the globe rallying together to provide rapid support. From a ripple effect of natural disasters caused by a cyclone in New Zealand and fires sparking in parts of Australia to the devastating earthquake in Turkey. Tune in to see how RRT support has stretched across the globe, turning their compassion into action in times of need. A magnitude 7.8 earthquake in Turkey resulted in a death toll of over 40,000 and extensive damage to infrastructure. In response, RRT established Operation Reach, Aid for Turkey, and RRT volunteers from Sweden packed 21,000 frontline snack packs, which equates to 33 pallets, and freighted them to Turkey. These packs are helping fuel emergency service workers from across the globe as they support unsettled communities impacted by the quake. New Zealand faced the fast-moving cyclone Gabriel, resulting in an aftermath of flooding, storms and mudslides. New Zealand volunteers united to provide meals and resources to emergency workers and the communities who have been affected. Over 17,000 meals have been served, and 3,400 food boxes and 1,600 care kits have been donated. RRT will continue to assist first responders as the clean-up and the restoration of these communities begins.
I'm Nigel Hall, I'm the Group Manager here in Hawke's Bay. The last 2 days has been really difficult for us, but the support that the Rapid Relief team gives to us is amazing. Really appreciate the food you give to us, and I know the work you've done across the district and throughout the world.
And in Australia, RRT flipped the script alongside Fortum Australia and hosted a Thank a Frontline Worker event to acknowledge those who help us every day. Serving over 300 first responders over 2 days in Chinchilla and Toowoomba, Queensland, RRT was honoured to meet 2 police officers who were involved in a tragic shooting late last year. RRT volunteers from Toowoomba also assisted by serving meals over 2 days to the local Rural Fire and Rescue Service, who worked tirelessly to tackle the Millmerran bushfires. Adding to this, volunteers from Hamilton and Mount Gambier served breakfast to over 120 firefighters after a fire broke out in Cadnock, Victoria. And Warwick volunteers were called out to serve hot meals and frontline snack packs to the Rural Fire Brigade after a fire broke out in Pratton, Queensland. And finishing up for Australia, RRT hosted another Farmers Community Connect event in Ugara to help the flood-affected farmers get back on their feet. Over 225 bales of A-grade hay were gifted to farmers, and the local community were welcome to enjoy a barbecue lunch along with access to other support services. In addition to their support with Cyclone Gabriel, RRT stepped in to support after the torrential downpours in Auckland, New Zealand led to severe flash flooding. RRT provided meals over several days to emergency services and to those affected by the flood at evacuation centres. And RRT provided meals at the Storytime event held in Shannon, New Zealand, a fun day out filled with activities and a train ride for disadvantaged children and their families. Moving across to RRT North America, a large barn fire in Woodstock where volunteers served over 40 first responders with a hot meal and refreshments till past midnight. In addition to their reactive response, RRT Cleveland delivered frontline snack packs to the first responders who were called out when a train derailed in East Palestine, Ohio, causing damage and a fire with the entire town evacuating. RRT provided hot meals the following day to the impacted community. Moving across to RRT UK, volunteers supported the Fife Cottage Family Trust, which is a charity who support families who are facing financial difficulty, poverty and poor living conditions. Volunteers provided burgers to the local community, allowing individuals to enjoy a free warm meal and a community day out. RRT UK visited the Ronald McDonald House charity in Cardiff, supplying care kits and RRT snack packs. The Ronald McDonald House charity provides resources to families whose children are in hospital, and we're grateful for RRT's support.
So RRT has supported Ronald McDonald House charities with all the care packages they provide. We've got emergency packs for the families, so when they, if they've travelled really far and they weren't realising they were going to be here, they have little emergency packs in rooms, so it can provide snacks, activities for the kids that come here, and then toiletries and things like that, which is really helpful for families that, come here with nothing.
The racing over, UK volunteers provided meals to bikers who rode the 555-mile ride from Cardiff to Edinburgh in the My Name's Doddy Foundation event, to raise funds for motor neurone disease. Cardiff volunteers served 65 meals for the homeless at the Huggard Centre, a charity providing emergency accommodation and meals for those experiencing homelessness across Cardiff.
Real full bellies.
Full belly.
Yeah. Thank you from the Huggard.
Thank you.
RRT Ipswich delivered smart cookie bars to 10 schools through Ipswich and the surrounding areas to ensure children have access to breakfast, and the goal for no child to go hungry at school this year. And wrapping up with the UK, RRT Bristol provided lunch at a police event called Working at Height in Clevedon. This involved around 70 police officers simulating public disorder scenarios. And that's all for now. To stay up to date with RRT, give us a follow or visit our website. Thanks again for tuning in. We appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you next time.